Oh, oh, oh. Let me see, bro. I am always on. So it's not lagging. So, why does it do that then? Oh, oh, you don't have glasses. Bro, what? Oh, feel like I'm yeah, I'm not crossing your mind. Oh, I'm just trying to get my shit right now. Bro, okay, where we can corn restrictions. Oh, flip. Bro. Alright, bro. Not, I ain't got time to deal with this right now. I ain't got time to deal with this right now. I ain't old. Shut my screen, sir. It's on my camera. I'm just gonna ride today while I get my shit situated. Bro, what do you mean? We pop out at your body. I'm with the gang, and it's gonna be it's like a chain. I'm a killer, and I'm saying, bro, I'm really thinking mad, bro. I can't. Bro, I turn on my camera. Wait, what? I'm gonna lie, man. My little stupid eye. Hold on, bro.
Where I have to be confident at work. So your lack of confidence could be reflecting upon me and then making my confidence be a lack of confidence. And then now my work day is ruined because I don't have confidence because of the four-way stoplight.
It's not your teammates who are doing this, right? That would be those
guys be about for it. Don't even stop. Those guys just no problem. It's just like, bro, like, I mean, I know we're talking about a stoplight here. I mean, stop sign here, but
no, it's deep.
Maybe it's the same driver. That's probably the problem.
You think you're running into the same person? Is there
the same plethora?
Yeah. Well, people say Baltimore people.
You kind of go the same somewhat.
Yeah. Do you think that is your front window tinted or anything? Do you think there's any chance that they're seeing like, oh my God, that's Marlon Humphrey. I'm gonna let him go.
No shot.
Are you sure?
Now my car is pretty dark.
Okay.
The sides are pretty dark.
Okay.
Tint is quite dark. I think it might be illegal. Sometimes can't even see at night, honestly. But maybe they're less like, yo, this dude, there's no way he saw it. That maybe that's.
I
don't care. Do your freaking law or get your license back.
Yeah, I think you should take a rental car to work, like a 1988
totally
Acura.
Like you just look, hey, I see you.
Yeah.
And then maybe it's a tent.
Yeah. All right. Well, big win, but bigger win. We threw our tailgate last night. And
how did the tailgate go?
The tailgate sold out with ease. We had 250 plus people in the building. Well, not in the building.
Your tailgate, why there was a lack of fans in the stands pregame?
Yes,
pregame.
100%.
I'm over here like,
yeah, people were getting after it.
Got about 30 minutes to go. It's looking a little.
That was the first time I've ever gone to a Ravens game and missed opening kickoff because, well, we had to clean up the tailgate a little, but still, like, we didn't start walking in until like 8 o'clock, and a lot of people were too. They were hyped. But it is probably why people were loud because they had a good time. But we have some gifts. We have some gifts from the tailgate. Casey's gonna bring over right now. But yeah, 250 people showed out. So appreciate the Punchline fam.
This is what I was thinking about during that game. First off, man, I was sick.
You were sick that you weren't playing?
That I wasn't playing.
All right, here we go.
What do we got?
We got some art from our guy Jaden. Show the camera. Beautiful piece of art.
Better watch out the NFL's copyright. Punchline is not liable for that, NFL. We're not getting sued here. Thank you, Jaden.
Yes, Jaden. And then our guy Gordon. This is
Yellow Grills.
The rug.
Oh, the little Lamar. Oh, the little Lamar rug.
Yeah.
Oh, is this like what he does?
Yeah, this is what he does. 112 rugs. Show the
112 rug.
Yeah.
Oh, 112 rug. How do you even make a? How do you?
I don't even know. Here, let me show the Punchline one.
Make rugs. Just print,
we got the Punchline rug, which is pretty
I didn't even realize the star with the punch.
Yeah.
How do you make freaking rugs?
That is actually a great question that we'll have to ask Gordon. But you are now
yellow, my favorite two colors.
The second most famous person with one of Gordon's rugs.
Who's first? Not Lamar.
No, not Lamar. I think Adley Rutschman.
Rutschman.
Yeah.
Freaking Rutschman. Well, who is this again?
Gordon, our guy Gordon. Yeah, he really hooked it up.
Gordon Mercy. Be a coop.
Really dope. So appreciate everyone coming out to the Punchline tailgate. It was a great time. People did ask why you weren't there.
Well, honestly, I wasn't playing. I should have just daggum freaking.
We have food. Should have come through.
Yo, as I was in that stadium last night, I thought to myself, how effective were the fans? Literally. I mean, Joe Burrow couldn't hear crap. Let's be real. And then I thought to myself, could you get that type of intensity at a 1 o'clock game?
It's tough to say because even like Penn State's whiteouts, which are known to be the loudest crowds, it's when they play the night games that they're louder than the noon games. What about like does Bama play?
Get people up at 7 a.m., get them drinking.
Yeah.
Right out the gate. Brush your teeth with whatever you need to, and then get it going.
Still though, I think it's something about the night.
I mean, you might be knocked out by halftime. But I mean, Is it just is this when the nights come out?
I think the night comes
the
out
lights come out?
because you don't have to start drinking till 7 a.m. You can start drinking.
Set an alarm 6:30. Gosh, I gotta take my first shot. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it just
Yeah.
dude.
Plus the all black.
And also, I was like, I don't know if I think maybe because I wasn't playing, it was. I don't know how much I really am aware when I'm actually playing, but it seemed like it was pretty freaking crazy.
Is that the loudest you've heard M&T?
I think that Patriots game, and when Jaffe got that fumble against the Chiefs, that was a loud burst. But that Patriots game, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, whatever, 4 years, I don't know.
Yeah.
Ago. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I feel it sucked how we started the game against the Titans. The energy was electric, and then we just played like crap. And then we obviously didn't turn the fans up, but that could have went somewhere.
I said that when Ray came out of the tunnel for that Titans game, that was the loudest I've ever heard that building.
That could have went somewhere, and we blew it. But that had potential.
It did.
That had potential.
It did.
That had potential. But man, hey, to the Ravens flockers that are listening, and to the Bengals fans that are listening,
yeah,
it was loud. Appreciate you guys. It was good stuff.
Yeah, and I think it's fun that they, like when they call the timeout, it feels like it gets the fans going even more because it's like, wow, you guys are actually making an impact. Yeah. Were you yelling? Was that you? Were you?
I wasn't doing much yelling. I got hype a couple times. I got hype 1 or 2 times during that game. One was, what did Odell do on the sideline? We ended up on our sideline.
The 50-yard cat? No.
Yeah, maybe.
No. Right before the half when he spun the guy.
No, that one. I wasn't that hyped for that. He ended up on our sideline. Or maybe he was just looking. Whatever. Anyway, I got hype on that one, and then what other play was it? The Odell spinning on the sideline was just wild. Yeah. And then another time.
Oh, maybe Zay. Zay came by your sideline.
Kyle had a nice breakup.
PB on Chase.
Yes. As a DB, I get excited for PBUs. I know some of you guys just nice play. I was like, yeah. I talked to Kurt Herbstreit. Herbstreit for the game.
Yeah.
I told him, hey man, look, OBJ, prime time in playoffs. This is what he wants. I then listened to the TV copy, and he said basically verbatim exactly what I said.
Did he?
Yeah. So, and he was pretty accurate. Had 100 yards.
Hey, maybe you got.
He sounded like he knew. He sounded like he knew what he was talking about. I'm just saying, I gave him an assist. He might was going to say that anyway, but I gave him just a small little assist. But hey, wide receiver scoring touchdowns, freaking our guy managers went down. That sucks. But I liked what I saw last night.
Boys look good. Top of the AFC, top of the division.
I liked what I saw last night from the squad as a fan. Obviously, you watch a lot more when you're a freaking fan, like myself. But Joe Burrow, man.
Did you make a mid-game hat switch? Did that happen?
Yes, dude. It was freaking cold.
So you were wearing the throwback hat, and then what'd you do? You put on a beanie or something?
I think I put a beanie. Yeah, I put a beanie on the top because I was quite chilly.
Are you a diva? Like, do you make someone get that from the locker room, or you actually walk back?
Well, when you're not playing, you can't be too much of a diva.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, hey, y'all need anything? To the guys who y'all need anything, man. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting in the training room on the table. They were like, yo, we need a table. I'm like, gotcha. You know what I mean? Like, I am just trying to get out of the way. You know what I mean? You don't want to be that guy. No diva here.
What's the most diva thing you think you've done in your time with the Ravens?
I don't know if I've had any. Let me think here. The training room would now. I mean, they like I said, they really are. I feel like I got my uncles and my aunties.
Yeah.
At the Ravens. So it's like, I ask for a lot of favors, but it's like not like that big of a deal.
Yeah, it's like family, dude.
Yeah. It's like, hey, I got to get rid of this grill. Mm-hmm. It's on my patio. Here's my keys. It's just great, man. It's so there's no divish because it's like you're drinking.
Yeah, you're asking for like favors.
Favors. Yeah. And then the cool thing about it is we do like I call them clubhouse dues. So you're able to like essentially tip.
Oh, nice. If we
Obviously,
get
a little bit more than a
if we
tip.
get a guest on one of your teammates and ask them that question, do you think they'd have anything, or you think for the most part you're
As far as diva-ship, no. Now, if you ask the equipment, because I go in the equipment room every single day, multiple times a day, and completely disrupt their meetings that they are doing, and the seamstresses, ladies,
are you getting anything, or you're trying to be disruptive?
Basic disruption.
Okay.
I mean, but they're my peoples. They're my
Yeah,
people. Those are my guys.
You're
Those are my
just trying
guys.
to
Those are my
hang.
guys.
All right, let's talk about the game. Mark goes down in the first. That sucked. Do you have any thoughts on that?
It's no bueno. Injuries are no fun, but he will not be able to be replaced. That's for sure. But we'll rally the troops. We'll rally the troops.
So on the play, Logan Wilson used a hip drop tackle, which I don't think anyone in Baltimore even knew what a hip drop tackle was before today, but he hurt him, Odell, and Lamar in the game. So he kind of ran the trifecta. But is there any form of hip drop tackling that you think needs to be banned, or,
I'm not too familiar with the hip drop techniques. He on Marks, it seemed like I don't think he tried anything on purpose, but I do think it's weird how some people tackle. I never really be trying to jerk people. I just really just try to tackle them and just fall like with my chest on them. Some guys be trying to like ragdoll people, and I've never wanted to grab somebody and just throw them. But some guys like love just throwing their back out, trying to pick somebody. I don't know. Maybe it's a linebacker thing. Maybe it's I have no idea, but that dude was definitely, it seemed like, I didn't realize he was the same guy on all those things until someone said something. So the dude was definitely out there hunting. I'm not saying to hurt people, but he's getting to the ball.
Yeah.
He's getting to the ball.
Yeah. Okay. Joe Burrow leaves the game. What was your reaction to that?
Joe Burrow, yeah, it's crazy. I didn't even realize he was hurt. And then our quarterback coach was like, yeah, he was trying to throw the ball, blah, 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 blah. We're like, only a quarterback coach would notice that, like being on the sideline.
Yeah.
Because no one really knew what was going on. And then I looked up and saw Jake Browning.
What do you know about Jake Browning?
Dude, I was like, man, that name sounds a little familiar. And then I went on to realize he threw a freaking touchdown on me in college.
Really?
Draft stock, but it was like right there for you. You got out of college clean. You just get cooked on a double move right there.
Is that the worst tape you have in college?
Oh no, I was getting cooked in college sometimes. I got a couple bad plays. We all got some bad plays.
Yeah.
We all got some good, we all got some bad. But that was Dante Pettis wasn't bad. He ended up
he's a good player.
Getting drafted somewhere. I don't know how. But yeah. Jake Browning. I knew the name sounded a little familiar. He looked a little different.
He looked good out there for the second half. He was running around.
He obviously ain't many Joe Burrs.
No.
Not many Joe Burrs. But yeah, seeing Joe go down, man, he's a solid little competitor. But I don't know what the first going on, but it seemed like from the videos I saw, it looked like he's like in a lot of pain.
Yeah. He could barely throw the ball.
So the Bengals season might be over.
You think?
They're 5-5.
Yeah. They're 1-5 in the conference. They're 0-3 in the division.
They're 1-5 in the conference.
Yeah.
They're done with division games.
No, they're 0-3 in the division.
Oh. Yeah, they're cooked. Basically. How about the Ravens secondary?
What about him?
Jamar Chase was 215.
Yeah.
Okay, they didn't have Joe Burrow, but still.
He only had 10 yards in the first half.
Freaking mop-up touchdown at the end. But yeah, you obviously lose your quarterback, obviously. That ain't going to be too.
Who's guarding Jamar?
We didn't have anybody following him. But I think, we obviously thought Joe was going to be playing. So it was,
yeah.
But what about, no, never mind. No, I don't want to get in trouble, so. But it was an interesting officiated game last night.
You're trying to save your money. Can you get fined on a podcast? Is that a thing? You don't want to find out, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone would say that Zay Flowers should have had a touchdown yesterday.
We almost had 4 wide receivers with touchdowns. All of our guys.
Yeah.
Nelly. Oh, I guess Odell.
If he had hit that clip on that last catch.
I guess he did. Still.
Yeah, he had 100 plus. AFC North sticking the division. Deshaun Watson now out for the season.
What a dog. What a freaking dog. I mean, we lost to him. That kind of sucked. But what a dog. I mean, freaking shoulder, whatever happened. What a dog. Like, literally, what a dog.
Yeah, when you see that as a team after the fact.
We were kind of sick in the locker room because we all kind of found out in the locker room, like, Monday, like the next day or whatever.
Yeah.
We was like, hey, we lost to a dude with a broke shoulder. And then we just like, bro, that made me mad. And we just all kind of sick. But dude did that.
Mm-hmm.
Got to give that to him, man. Got to give that to him. That was, yeah.
Did you see the big news this morning, though? The new Browns potential starting quarterback?
RG3.
Not RG3, although he is. Yeah, what do you think about him petitioning to bring himself?
I respect it.
Yeah.
I respect it. I mean, look, sign me. I mean, straight up. I mean, I think that's better than doing what Cam was doing. I'll only play for these teams. It's like, bro, how about none of them even want you? But, you know, sign them up. Shoot, the Browns need some help. Get them going.
No, there's actually another former teammate of yours that is trying out or going to Cleveland today.
Who's that?
Mr. Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco.
Yeah, what would you think about Joe going and playing in Cleveland?
You want to keep playing, keep lacing them up. Shoot, why not? I mean, he ain't coming back here, so it's like, shoot, might as well just, hey, go where they call you. Shoot. If it was Steelers, that'd be wild, though.
So you don't think the Browns are on that level where it would be really weird to see him in a Cleveland jersey?
As a guy that played with Joe for only 2 years, the Steelers would be. I think it's just weird for anybody that goes to the Ravens, Steelers, but the Browns.
Do you think that Thursday Night Football is too quick of a turnaround?
Me personally, I would say no. From the effects of the body, like psychologically, like physically, even like stuff you don't feel, I would say yes. It's just like the game is. It's weird because like it really depends on like how your body is. So like first, second year guys, third year probably shouldn't really have much effect on you. But as you get older, it just that Wednesday practice you have is always like, ooh, start feeling good like Thursday, and then you're like, okay, Friday, let's, you know what I'm saying, let's practice, get out here clean, feeling good, get your recovery going.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like you got a whole nother game Thursday. I like how the after, because you get some extra days off.
Yeah.
But it's definitely pretty hard. Like if you get really banged up in that Sunday game, it's tough. I mean, like kind of example of me, but like it's hard to recover from those bumps and bruises.
Do you think it leads to injuries, or it's more so it's just players aren't going to play?
I don't know. So if it leads to injuries, like a lot of people want to say, but I just know it takes a while. And like I said, it depends on how banged up you got from the past game. It just takes a little bit of while to. But you can easily go into Thursday still feeling Sunday, like depending on what happened, what transpired in the game, tackles you had. Like playing on turf is on a Sunday, and then playing Thursday is a huge disadvantage.
Really?
Just like it's weird because like even just falling, if you just went to a turf field and just jumped on the ground 10 times, it'll probably fall on the ground. What? Yeah, 10, anywhere from 8 to
I think it depends
times.
on your position.
Just and then you see how your body feels the next couple days. You do the same thing on a grass field, just see your body feel. It'll be night and day.
Really?
Night and day. Night and day. And then you do a couple cuts, hit. Night and day.
Like it makes your legs more sore?
Just the
I didn't realize
the whole just impact of it is just that's the biggest thing with turf. That's why like I was saying I didn't really realize the turf thing until like I got older.
Yeah.
I used to love turf. Like I used to be like, what are y'all old guys be like sis? Oh man, I ain't even practicing. I can't do it. I'm like, bro. Okay, like I just couldn't relate. Like I couldn't even like understand. And then you get older and you're like, you go do a walkthrough on turf and you're like, It's just something about it. I don't really know what.
If there's so much talk about this, because I feel like grass versus turf has become such a common discussion nowadays, isn't it kind of mind-blowing that they're not all grass fields at this point, or no?
Everything really comes back to ownership. It obviously costs more money to maintain grass than turf. So some owners are
but
like,
if the players are saying, like,
yeah, but
and they have so much invested in these players and in the games, it
But
just seems wild.
I just think it comes down to like, as a investor,
Yeah.
you're like, I got freaking 10 house. I got a apartment complex of 100 units. They all really need a new dishwasher, but that dishwasher works fine. I could replace it, or I could not.
Yeah.
And they're like, no.
Do you think it has an impact on free agency that people have to play home games and they would choose a team with grass over turf?
I think for high level guys, like it does. Like a guy like Odell, I think it would.
Really?
I think it did. Sure, actually. Like the more high level guys like that, it definitely can play a part. Like it's definitely something you think about. It's definitely something guys think about when they're coming back from injury. It's like, okay, first game back. I'm gonna come back this week instead of this week. So like that can definitely push back a injury timeline. There's actually something when I was coming back from mine, I really wanted to come back that Cincy game. And then even though my rehab process didn't go the way I wanted it to go, so I wasn't gonna be able to come back that game anyway. But the turf grass thing was actually a factor.
Very interesting. All right. Well, we're going to pause for a moment. Thank our sponsor, SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the #1 ticketing app with over 28 million downloads. With the NFL in full swing, you don't want to miss out. SeatGeek has your tickets to every single game. One of the coolest parts about SeatGeek is their rating system where they'll actually rate tickets for you from 1 to 10. So if you've never been to a stadium before, you don't know how to best spend your money, make sure to use SeatGeek. And SeatGeek obviously hooked us up with a promo code. The code is Punchline, one word Punchline, and you'll get $20 off your order, your first order at SeatGeek. So download SeatGeek. Hopefully see you guys out at M&T Bank Stadium because SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. So download SeatGeek, use code Punchline, one word Punchline, for $20 off your order.
Let's talk about Draymond Green.
Oh, let's.
I love that guy. Everybody in the NBA know who not to mess with. Draymond Green. I love the teammates who are just those guys. You know, we don't really have one of those guys currently on this team, but it would basically be equivalent to like.
Who was it? Who was it in the past?
Ryan Jensen. My first 2 years.
Mhm.
Just, you know, the best way to describe it is just a dirt bag. I guess literally, no disrespect. It's just a dirt bag. Scrappy, a little bit dirty, tad bit dirty. Like one of my first practices in camp, we used to do the thing when usually it's just out of nowhere in the middle of practice. All right, Marlon Humphrey, Rashad Perriman. Like you just do it one-on-one, just out of nowhere in practice. That I didn't really. That was my first. I didn't usually like practice is obviously practice is scripted usually, like how the schedules, the periods, just be beep beep beep. Rashad Perriman, Marlon Humphrey, line it up. So I was like, so then one time they Ryan Jensen, they're like, Ryan Jensen, you call somebody out. Or no, they called Zadarius Smith. They're like, Z, call somebody out, like to go against him one-on-one. He was like, Ryan Jensen. Ryan was like, snaps the ball, just grabs Z by the head and just puts him in the ground. Like obvious flag. But like, it was basically Ryan like, don't ever call me out or I'm gonna just do some dirty crap like that. Like, so, but Ryan Jensen would get flags. Reuben Foster in the back at Bama. Judon.
Really?
Patrick Owasu. Like, you get the guys are just like a tad bit off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they'll tip the scale. But you need those guys.
Yeah.
They're always good for a team.
So what do you do now that the Ravens don't have one?
I mean, like, I just
Are you that
like
guy?
them. I just like them, me
Yeah.
personally. It's not like you like need them, but like, it's always there's always a scenario when it's like, hey, bro, what's his name just tried to hurt me. Dude just tried to hurt me. You'd be like, bro, handle that. And they're like, oh, I got you. You know what I'm saying? We don't really have like I guess we have guys that could really, if they really get mad, they could really mess you up within the play of the game.
Yeah.
Like Roe, if you're like, bro, I need you to hit this guy. But he does it every play. So
Yeah.
like he's just trying to kill people. Like literally, his play style is literally like, I love contact. It's actually insane to watch. I've never seen it before. Like him running the ball, finishing off tackles, but
Like he'll see someone blocking or the ball carrier and just try and
just
hit
like
the blocker.
like literally, I've never seen someone just so like hungry to like, he sees a pile that he's not in. He's just like, I gotta get there. I have got to get there. It's almost like you gotta hold somebody up and see him like, let me hurry up and get this guy down before I get hit.
Right.
Because I know teams have to hate that.
He said after the game that, did you see his quote?
No, what he said?
He said that, I probably shouldn't laugh about this, but he said, they asked him about Burrow. And he said, obviously it sucks to see a player go down, but he said you play against the Baltimore Ravens defense, things like that are going to happen.
The way he be playing, he ain't trying to, like, that's the thing. He does all this legally within the whistle.
Yeah.
Like he is going to finish off a play for sure.
Yeah, like you were talking about the noon game versus the night game and playing on a short week. He was like, I'll play at 2 a.m.
Yeah, and he would. Dude, if he was mic'd up, just every day, he just says the funniest, dumb stuff.
Yeah, why don't they mic him up? It's too dangerous.
Well, I mean, obviously he says something that ain't bad, but it's not kid friendly.
Yeah,
It's not kid friendly. But he made like, you got to respect the passion. Hey, make sure your piss hot now. Am I piss hot this morning? Hey, woke up. I'm like, yep, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So he's funny, but yeah, he's definitely that, just not the.
Yeah, he's not dirty. He's not a dirtbag.
Not the dirtbag level. Not the dirtbag level. But I those guys were always in my career just, and that's Draymond Green.
Yeah,
that's Draymond Green. He's just like, he's gonna.
But you said no. Everyone knows not to mess with Draymond.
I feel like everyone knows not to mess with Draymond.
But no one even messed with him. He just went in and locked Gobert. You know what I mean? Like it's not like someone did anything.
Yeah,
to
nobody did that. He was teed up. He needs help. He might need help. He probably needs help. But no, like Pat Bev, just scrappy guys. It was like my favorite guys. The Draymonds.
You just love podcasters.
The Pat Bevs, the Russells. I feel like they're all just
Who's Russell?
dogs.
Which Russell?
Westbrook. They're all just dogs who
Oh,
don't care. Like, just don't freaking care about your field.
Yeah.
Screw you.
Russ just demoted himself this morning. Do you see that?
I did see that.
Yeah, he said he's asking to go to the bench. What do you think about that?
I mean, I think they got to do something to change up the flow. They freaking suck, huh?
Yeah, they haven't won since they got Harden.
That's such a weird thing. Such an odd sport. As far as like how you can be like a good player and come off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's weird to me.
Like 6th man of the year is like hilarious.
Yeah, like there's an award for like. I didn't even think about it. I'm getting an award for being a bench player. Like, thank you, but it's like I want to start. It's like, but Jen, you can't win 6th man of the year. It's like, oh. But How about those Wizards, baby?
They are awful. I was at the game on Wednesday. They don't play a lick of defense.
No, you got to respect the
I
Wizards.
don't like you talking about my squad like that. Okay.
Real quick, you play a full season for the Ravens, then you're going to Alabama right after the season. Why did you buy Wizards season tickets? You're not here.
So actually, I was actually going to be more East Coaster because, the love of my life.
Mm.
So let me try to stay a little closer. I mean, so, but yeah, I'm probably not going to go to any of them either. So yeah, didn't make sense, but I did it. Yeah. The thought there was, it wasn't much, but it, I thought that maybe this would be a good year.
Yeah. Well, they're fun to watch from a humor standpoint because you want to talk about not caring.
What game was that when they scored
150 or something
point in the 7 minutes?
Yeah, that was against the Raptors the other night.
I trusted my guys. The Lakers did it last year. Went 0-8 and went on a run and made the playoffs.
Yeah. Would you say Jordan Poole or Kuzma is more the LeBron James of
They don't have that good of a surrounding. Okay. Dude, Poole is like that. Kuzma is. I honestly, I'm going to see him.
Right.
Or tonight.
Yeah,
This is for you.
Yeah, we got the Jordan Poole jersey.
You know what? I'm wearing this tonight, bro.
Wait, you're going tonight to the Knicks?
Wait, actually, I have to wear. I think I might get fancy. Oh, my freaking dog. Hey, shout out to my boy Poole.
Nah, you got to wear that so we can get him on the pod.
And Kuz. Do need him on the pod.
Or you're like,
next to his Paps.
Let me get your jersey. And then you guys do like the thing after the game. Everyone's like, oh, Marlon Humphrey, Jordan Poole.
Boys. They're boys.
Yeah.
You know what? Watch.
Wait, you're going to the Knicks?
I will have the real jersey tonight.
You're getting Jordan Poole's jersey
I will
tonight?
have the real jersey tonight. And I said on the pod.
Oh, you know who you actually need to chirp? Emmanuel Quickly. He's from Baltimore. He's a diehard Ravens fan. Plays for the Knicks.
Is he really?
Yeah. We should get him on.
He's from Baltimore.
Yeah. He played at where'd he play?
St. Francis.
Yeah, No, he didn't play at St. Francis.
He went to John Carroll.
Yeah. I played against
he's
him
a
in
real
high
life
school.
Baltimore dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna holler. I might
Sure.
I might get both jerseys tonight. Like, yo, quickly. You sorry, but give me that jersey.
But quickly comes off the bench. He's 6th man of the year. That's what you should say to him.
You should tell him about Randall.
Tell him, what about Julius?
I should chirp him for real. He seemed like he might punch me though.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Hey, you sorry? Like, who said that? Like, oh, you pointed at my girl. Like, I think I think she did.
All right. You promised us last episode that if we had a little time, you would tell us a story.
What'd I say?
I think it was in Louisiana. You got in trouble in jail.
Oh, okay. All right, so this is a crazy story about rabbit hunting in Louisiana.
Okay.
So my homie was like, bro, we gotta go rabbit hunt in Louisiana. Like, I already got it set up. Like, I know some people. I don't even know if he knew these people as he's like, this guy's like my brother. But we just have bad luck together. Like, but we never trip about the bad luck. It's like bad stuff happens, you know it's gonna happen, but we like never have a bad attitude about it, whatever. So we go down to Louisiana and we went rabbit hunting the first day. I maybe shot one. Even the other group didn't, like the people with us barely saw nothing. Second day, kind of like same result. Like, didn't really see much. I think I might have like dipped out early because I think I was down there for something else too. Third day, they're like, man, there's this island. They got all the rabbits. I'm like, what? They're like, how you get there? They're like, well, you got to go by boat. I'm like, and I thought nothing of, like, I came down to go rabbit hunting. And now I'm getting on a boat to go to this island to kill rabbits. Like, you don't really think anything of that. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, cool. Like, I'm about it. Like, I'm here for the ride. Throughout this whole weekend, like the first 2 days, I think they knew each other, their names and stuff, but I was the kid that played for, I forgot what they were called. They were like, who that boy that played for the Ravens? Like, that was my name the whole weekend, which I have no problem with. This is a random thing of mine, but I think names are very irrelevant.
Interesting.
That's a whole nother story.
That is a whole.
I think names are one of the most irrelevant things ever. But anyway, and they were Louisiana people, so they love the Saints. And they was all, look at him. He's trembling about them Saints. Look at him. That's what they said. These are some old head dudes, like 60 and up. Like, so I'll be with true OGs at this point. That's all they said. What about to play for the Ravens? And look at him. He's trembling thinking about them Saints. Who that? I'm just like, bro, why? No one cares.
It was in the offseason, right?
Bro, so it was like, it's like no one is trembling about the Saints right now. Like, I'm not even thinking about football.
March, yeah.
So anyway, we're chilling. This is when it's still cold outside. It wasn't crazy cold, but it was cold enough. Whatever. So we get on the boat. First off, we don't have directions to where this island is. We're going off someone's like word of mouth turns of where to go through this like bayou of like water or whatever. Like, okay, when you go past this tree, you take this. So
wait, are the old heads on the boat with you, or you went with your boy?
No. It's two boats. We got two boats, 5 on one, and then I think 6 on another. Small little like these small boats because we're just going to the island, hunting rabbits, coming back. So we start going, and we just had a trolling motor on our boat. They had more of a like true boat. So we're going, and we get stuck, like literally like the
like seaweed.
We catch the bottom, like we're like on like basically land, like stuck, like it's water. So we kind of rock the boat and kind of push off, and we get going again. And then we're calling them, we're realizing we might have took the wrong turn. So like we're like, so which one was it? And we're like, we're still trying to find it. We go in reverse, we go a different way. We think we're going on the right way, and then we get stuck again. So we pull up, and then as we're riding up, we get stuck again, like before we get to the island. So there's still, we're parked, and there's still water in front of us before the island. So I don't know if they told me to get out or whatever. So I kind of go to the edge of the boat because I'm not knowing how deep the water is, but I know we're stuck. But you just see water. So it's like a little weird because you're like, we're obviously like, I should be able to step in this. I come off the front of the boat, but I'm like still kind of holding the boat, and I step in, and my boot goes completely all the way in the mud, and I'm like in gunk. So then I'm like, okay, crap. Y'all gonna have to pull me out because I'm not gonna be, my boots are gonna be either stuck in the mud. So they pull me out, and I come up back on the boat. And so we're like, y'all, we're trying to figure out how to get to the island. At this point, the other boat guy, he starts literally losing his mind. F that. Nah, we've been getting stuck all day. We going to F back home. F that. Nah, y'all look great. Like cussing us out, going crazy. And everyone on my boat, we're like, hey, but we didn't got, like, this isn't taking us 2 hours. Like, we might as well, like, we already here. Like, we didn't do all this for nothing. So we're like kind of looking at each other like, bro, like, we already here, bro. Like, we're already here, bro. But we can't just did all this, got stuck all like for the last 3 hours, we've been getting stuck just trying to get out here, and we're about to just turn back. But as mad as he was, we kind of felt like we didn't have a choice. So then we like, because I mean he's going in. So it's like,
but his boat hadn't even been stuck.
His boat hadn't got. So that's what I'm saying. He was
He's
basically
waiting for you.
Yeah, basically he was waiting for us like all day, and it did. I will say this was like a 2-3 hour journey just to get to this island because we was getting stuck that much. Like the 5 to 10 minute joint started turning into longer and longer.
Yeah.
So we turn around as we're leaving. Of course, we get stuck again. So we get stuck once, we get stuck twice, and at this point, as we're moving, trying to move ourselves, like we were getting the getting stuck now was getting harder and harder. I don't know what happened on their boat, but out of nowhere you see them just hit it, and they start going really fast. Like I'm like, dang, why are they going so fast? As they pass us, they throw up the peace sign because they're like
Tyreek Hill.
Like, yeah, they throw the Tyreek Hill. They're like, yo, we've had enough of this. Like, they basically, without saying that, they're like, we've had enough of this. We're leaving, y'all.
Yeah.
As we see them just going off in the sunset, we see everyone's head just completely like whiplash, crazy whiplash. They drove up on a sandbar and were completely stuck. Like, they were stuck. So they weren't. So at this point, we're like, we're stuck pretty bad too. So we're getting off, moving the boat 10, 15 seconds, and then getting back on because we're trying to, it's cold. Like it's not like warm water. So we're trying to like stay cold, but keep the feet flow. So we're doing that. Finally, after a while of me and James going on and off with our feet, we finally get the boat unstuck. And at this point, James was in the water more than me. When we did get the boat unstuck, James did not go. The whole going to their boat to help them, I was the only one that went. No one else went. I found out later that James said he didn't go because he thought he was going to lose. He thought he was going to have frostbite and he wasn't going to feel his feet ever again, which he did not get the feeling back until his feet for months.
What?
He literally, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking like, frick. I was starting thinking about my career at this point.
That's insane.
Because my feet were actually,
it was that cold.
It was actually that cold. So then I do in what I had, barefoot, walk over to their boat, far away, just walking through the water, high kneeing, get over there. Now their boat had like a point bottom. So we're trying to rock the boat. I try for a little bit, and then I'm like, all right, like I'm done anyway, because my feet aren't coming back to life as much as they were before. So I think I'm gonna like, I'm done.
You just gave up.
Yeah, I gave up. I'm like, I got one unstuck, whatever. So at this point, we're being really cheap. They didn't want to call the, I forgot who it was that was supposed to come rescue us because of the cost that it costed or whatever, blah, blah, blah. It was like $1,000. Me sitting there like, I'd pay this in a heartbeat, but I'm not finna pay for all y'all. I'm gonna be sitting here with us. But it's been a long day. So I'm like, I just know for some reason at this point, being that the sun was starting to get a little dark, I just, for some reason, my survivor skills kicked in of maintaining mental peace. So as I realized, we're like, okay, we're gonna have to call somebody. And they're like, yo, it might be a while. I'm like, all right, what happens when you're stranded at sea? The first thing I think, I was like, okay, you start tripping mentally. I'm like, okay. No. First I'll go, you get hungry.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay. I access the boat. I'm like, what is here to eat? The oddest thing was on the boat. They had a metal pot of grits. It was cooked grits, metal pot of grits with an egg in the middle, like a boiled egg in the middle. So I'm like, that's what I got. Stick the hand in with all the mud, just finger eating grits, just out the. They weren't bad. I think I was just starving. They weren't bad. Finger eating grits. Boom. I'm like, okay, food done. Check. I'm like, next. It's about to start getting, like, I'm already freezing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, anybody got an extra, jacket or anything? So I got somebody's, he had like a work suit, which I still have actually. And I don't know if I carry my boots with me, but I also put on somebody's boots. So I'm like, okay, I have at least some sort of cover. Because at first I was like literally wet. We obviously didn't bring any towels. And I'm like, third, your mental, you really start kind of tripping.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, sitting here. There was this thing sticking up out of the water. I was like, I'm not gonna move out of this seat. Like until help comes, I'm not moving out of this seat.
And which boat are you on at this point?
At this point, I'm on the boat that left us.
Wow.
I'm on the boat that left. The only one that came over from this boat left us. So as I sit in my seat, as I ate, got warm, and sitting there trying to, the other boat's just still waiting on us.
Okay. Are they moving?
They're moving. So I'm like, all right, there's this thing in the water. This is where we're at. We're stuck right here. I'm not moving. Like, period, point blank movement. I'm not moving. For the next 2 hours, we sat there. At this point, it's basically like the sun has almost went all the way down before help comes. But for the next 2 hours, every 10 minutes, they go, hey, bro, we're moving. We're moving. I'm like, fam. I would look over, see the pole in the water, and be like, bro, we are not moving at all. Like, they're like, I swear we moving. Because the tide was coming like, I swear we moving. I'm like, I don't know what else. I haven't moved. Like, I have not moved out of the seat. There's a pole. I was like, guys, y'all see that pole? We're still right here with it. I'm having to convince them every little bit of time that we have not moved because they're just like, bro, we moving. We move. I'm like, no, we're not. We have not moved, and we're not gonna move. Like we are stuck. Like they were in such a bad, like they got so much high on like land that we weren't moving at all. So finally, I forgot who come. La Contra, I forgot his name. Actually, when we played the Saints, actually, I think I got him tickets. Maybe I got him tickets. I don't know. Anytime I go down there, I can hit him up. But he finally does come with the airboat or wind boat, whatever it is, which is like basically impossible to get stuck because it's like just a flat boat and it's just the wind, the freaking huge fan on the back. He comes, pulls our boat out. The crazy thing is the other boat that was waiting on us, the tide went out under it and now it got stuck again. It got stuck again. So we had to pull this one out, pull the other one out. And then the craziest thing of it all happened when he's driving back to pull the other one out. He gets stuck on the window.
The guy who couldn't get stuck.
So then he's like, he's pulling one of the boats, but he gets it stuck too. So now he's like, okay, we're gonna tie this boat up to this boat, and then my boat. So there's a two boat pull to pull one, and it just looked completely insane, and it was not working. But luckily, at this point, me and James were like, bro, we can't push the boat again. We can't help rock the boat because I'm thinking about literally Antonio Brown frostbite feet. Like, I don't even know how I'm going to describe this story of why I cannot play football anymore because I froze my feet off of pushing the boat. At this point, I'm like, bro, I might have already messed up my feet. James obviously messes up more than mine, being that he didn't feel his feet for months.
Nuts.
But Little Mexico ended up getting out along with the pull. It just needed a little bit more wiggle because of two boats pulling. He got up, wiggled it some, was able to get the boat out. We finally come back from literally the longest day. We got no rabbits. We got no fishing. We literally did nothing but get stuck all day. And I never thought to call Patrick Queen. And I do not know why. Because he could have got there and he said it would have took him like maybe an hour. But I was out there for hours, multiple.
Got it. I was curious how this was related back to PQ. Yeah. I don't think you would necessarily think, oh, I'm stuck in the middle of the
I just like the thing is every time we got stuck, like it was manageable until the end. Like we were getting somewhere a little bit longer than the other. It was all manageable until the end. And when they got stuck, that was a call for help only. I mean, we were trying to rock the boat, and it also didn't help that you had, OGs who were